In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful, and peace and blessings be upon the most honorable of messengers, our Master Muhammad, his family, and all his companions. Welcome, everyone, to today's course on cloud computing applications in education. Before we start, let's make sure that the sound and image are clear for everyone. If the sound and image are clear, please press 1. Can you hear me, Dr. Aman, Dr. Abdullah, Dr. Muhammad, Dr. Rahia? Excellent. Thank you all. With God's blessings, my brother, Mom. Let's begin. Our lecture is recorded. We will continue until the Maghrib prayer, without breaks. Every minute counts. Please avoid talking unless asking questions, or raise your hand for inquiries. Dr. Ziad, write it down and raise your hand. Let's try to make the most of every minute, because this course has a lot of information. I kindly ask that we avoid using our hands and talking unless it's to ask questions. Or after each skill, you can raise your hand if anyone has any inquiries or anything to discuss. All right. Dr. Ziad, if you have something, please go ahead and write it down, and then you can raise your hand. All right, let's begin our journey in the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. We embark on this path with faith and determination, seeking guidance and wisdom in every step we take. All right, let's proceed with confidence and trust. Now I'm just opening the agenda. Today's course will discuss cloud computing applications in education with Dr. Sami Safan, an advisor at Qasim University's Deanship of E-Learning. The session runs from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m., focusing on a brief theoretical introduction followed by practical applications. We'll clarify misconceptions about cloud computing, which is more than just storage. This will continue from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m., God willing, without interruptions. We'll talk about a simple theoretical introduction, and then we'll dive straight into the practical part. Of course, we won't spend more than 10 minutes on the theoretical part so that we have some foundational knowledge about cloud computing. After that, God willing, the rest of the time will be focused entirely on the practical side. The rest of the time will be entirely focused on the practical side. We'll cover a simple theoretical aspect so that we understand what cloud computing is, because some people have misconceptions. Some colleagues think that cloud computing is just about storage. So we will try to clarify these misconceptions in the upcoming period, God willing. Cloud computing is more than just storage. All right, everyone, let's get started with the course. The term refers to the resources and computer systems available on the internet. Here, the word resources means not just any resource. I mean, we have a lot of resources like audio, images, videos, links, and many other things that I can access online. Cloud computing helps me get these from anywhere and any device very easily. All right, some people are writing. Let's try to keep it as interactive as possible during the explanation. We'll leave a few more time for questions after each explanation. All right, start with the phone and some more details. So for us, cloud computing refers to resources and systems that are available on the internet and on demand for the user. And on demand for the user, why is that? Because at any time you need this resource or system, you can access it. You can access it from any device and from anywhere. From any device and from anywhere. These resources include storage space, virtual machines, and you can also synchronize and work through them on the complete email. We'll understand all of this together step by step, and we'll also go through the practical part together, one step at a time. Oh, yes. As you can see in the previous diagram, the internet is a huge network connecting computers, mobile phones, remote servers, and we'll understand what a remote server is now, along with remote desktop and notebooks. And there are large databases, and they are all interconnected. So any device, whether it's a PC or a mobile device, can connect to specific databases. This device can use remote access, meaning that I can control a computer using this mobile phone. I can open a computer from my phone, retrieve information from it, shut it down, and copy or transfer files. I can do a lot of things through my mobile. We'll see all of this together now and understand how it works. I can do a lot of things through my mobile. We will see all this talk together now and understand together how it is done and what this talk is about. Okay? Oh, before I get into the data part, I hope that since we are here to discuss mobile devices and control devices via the cloud, I will start explaining the practical part of the data part, and then we will complete the theoretical part. Okay? What's the part that you, Dr. Sammy, are going to explain now? Yes, sometimes, as faculty members at the university, we might be working on certain files at home, and these files are important. For example, I'm preparing a lecture that I'm going to present the next day to the students, and then after I leave, I realize that I forgot the lecture is on my computer. Do I need to come back from university? I don't need to make a special trip back to the university to open my computer and copy it. I can do it now through the cloud, which we are discussing now. I can access my computer via remote desktop and retrieve my file, and then I can transfer it to my mobile. I can use it at the university. Let us see how this works practically, then briefly cover the theory. We're trying to focus as much as possible on the practical part so students benefit practically. First, we start with TeamViewer. I will send the link now. This app is what you'll download first, and then I can transfer it to my mobile. I can use it at the university. Let's see how this works, and then continue with the theoretical part, which is very brief. We focus mainly on the practical part, so students benefit practically. Let's start with the first application of cloud computing, which is TeamViewer. I'll send the link now. Download this app first. Here's the link to download it for your device. It's called TeamViewer, and this is the remote for Windows version. Mac and Linux are compatible too. They can benefit from this course in their practical lives. Let's start with the first application of cloud computing, which is TeamViewer. I'm sending you the link for it now. This is the app you need to download first. I sent you the link. This is the website where you download it based on the device you're using. It's called TeamViewer, and this is the remote for Windows version. If you're on a Mac, it's the same story. And if you're on Linux, it's all compatible with those operating systems. Of course, I'm working on my computer, which is Windows, so I'm downloading the app from here to install it. I've already installed it on my computer. I sent you the link. This is the website where you download it based on the device you're using. It's called TeamViewer, and this is the remote for Windows version. If you're on a Mac, it's the same story. And if you're on Linux, it's all compatible with those operating systems. Now, I'm working on my computer, which is Windows, so I'm downloading the app from here to install it. I already have it installed, but let's go ahead and install it again. So when you click on the link, it will ask you what you want to download, and you just click on the download button. Of course, you need to know whether your device is the 64-bit version or the 32-bit version. How do you find that out? Well, we all know this. You just right-click on your computer and check the properties. The device, I'm downloading the app to install it. I already have it, but let's reinstall. It will ask what to download. Click Download. Know if your device is 64-bit or 32-bit. Right-click your computer, check properties for 32 or 64. It matters for the app. My device is 64-bit, so check which TeamViewer version to download. So you just click on the download button to get it. Of course, you need to know whether your device is the 64-bit version or the 32-bit version. How do you find that out? Well, we all know this. You just right-click on your computer and check the properties to see if it's 32 or 64, because it makes a big difference in running the app. For example, my device is 64-bit, so it's very important to check which version of TeamViewer you need to download based on your device. To check your computer, you right-click on it, go to Properties, and find out if your device is 32-bit or 64-bit, because it makes a big difference in running the app. For example, my device is 64-bit, so it's very important to check which version of TeamViewer you need to download based on your device. I'm downloading the version according to my device. This is very important, everyone. It's really important that I click on the free download button and download the version according to my device.